Hello, I'm Abbas.
And I'm Erakat. Were you expecting Mahatma Gandhi and Winston Churchill?
Ha 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 ha.
Yes, well, Mahmoud, our leader of the Palestinian Authority, loves peace like Gandhi did. And I love nice suits and cigars like Churchill did. I won't lie, I also don't like to get my outfit dirty, and prefer others do the fighting for me. 72 virgins and all that.
Free Palestine.
Mahmoud. Later. Anyway, welcome to our little orange orchard here in Ramallah, Palestine. What you call the West Bank. What those Zionists call Judea and Samaria, even though there were never any Jews here at all. Ever. Don't know where they got the idea this place is connected to them, those fakers.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, but out of a sense of peace and goodwill, today we are bringing you a Jewish recipe. Well, actually, it's an Arab recipe stolen by the Jews, but they make it better.
At least this one woman does, David Abitbol's mother.
That's right. Today we will be teaching you how to prepare David Abitbol's mother's Shakshuka recipe. Right here in Ramallah, because the Jews won't let us film our cooking show in Jerusalem. We asked if we could do it at the wall where they stick the notes in, but they said only if we were willing to do it at the southern part in the Davidson Center where they throw all the conservative and reform Jews.
Yeah, and the lesbian and gay Jews. We said, Wallach, no way.
That's okay, Ramallah will do for now. In the future, everything will belong to us anyway, so why be greedy and fight with the Jews when they want to fight among themselves?
The Orthodox fight with the conservative, reform and secular. The leftists fight the rightists. The rightists fight the extreme rightists. The government ministers stick knives in each other's backs. The generals undermine each other to win chief of staff.
Only Allah knows when the Jews find time to kill Palestinians.
Free Palestine.
But today we are brothers with our Sephardic brothers and will present you with the best Shakshuka recipe on the, as my good friend George Bush used to say, the internets.
So without further ado,
here is David Abitbol's mom's Shakshuka recipe.
First, proper Shakshuka is a pain in the ass to make, so if you're going to make it, make a bunch. Take whatever's extra and freeze it. It keeps really well in an airtight container.
Okay. Take a saucepan, fill it up 3/4 full with whole canned tomatoes. Not diced, not pureed, but whole. Pretentious cooks will tell you to start with fresh tomatoes, but that's crap. This is peasant food, leave your pretensions at the door. You're going to cook these babies to within an inch of their lives, so no need to bother with fancy schmancy fresh tomatoes.
A standard 4-quart saucepan would require like 5-6 cans of tomatoes. To fill 3/4 of the way. You need to drain most of the liquid from the tomatoes or else you'll be cooking forever.
Watery Shakshuka sucks, so don't forget to drain.
Once the drained tomatoes are in the saucepan, wash your hands, and then squish all the tomatoes, so that you are left with a pot full of uneven tomato chunks. The unevenness will give it its modest charm, like the slight lilt in my accent. Now get a whole mess of fresh garlic cloves.
Remember the cardinal rule, there is no such thing as too much garlic. 2 whole cloves per quart ought to be fine. Peel the cloves and slice them into chunks. Don't be a smartass and try to use your garlic press. Remember, chunks of garlic, not crushed garlic. And please make it fresh garlic. Please.
Throw the garlic into the pot. Next we need to add roasted peppers. You can get spicy long ones or short ones, or, if you're a wuss, regular green peppers. Place the peppers on a medium fire or electric elements, and darken the outer skin. Take the peppers, and put them in a paper bag for like 20 or 30 minutes. Remove from the bag and carefully peel off what's left of the outer skin.
Use a paring knife for best results. Once the skin is peeled, scrape away as many of the seeds as possible. The seeds are what makes the Shakshuka hot, and too many will overwhelm the delicate Shakshuka yumminess. Cut the peppers into strips 3/4 of an inch long and 1/2 inch wide. Dump all the peppers into the pot.
Now add some olive oil. Remember, the shakshuka has to be shiny, so be generous, but don't go overboard. Do not bother with cold-pressed extra virgin overpriced bullshit Spanish Italian olive oil, it would be wasted here.
Use Palestinian olive oil. Or from the Zionist entity if the real thing isn't available.
Finally, add salt and sweet paprika to taste and start cooking.
Keep the fire at a medium heat and cook for several hours until most of the remaining liquid is gone. Don't let it boil too much because it will splatter and make a mess. Erakat used to hate a mess. But what you will have now is the shakshuka base, also called salad quit.
Mahmoud, what do we do with this salad quit?
You eat it with yummy challah. If you can find a Jewish bakery. I personally enjoy Yossi's challah over in Gushatz. Do not shop from Zionist occupiers.
Listen, you take what's left in the pot after you and your Zionist bread are done. You drop in a mess of eggs.
Make sure not to break the yolk.
Let the pot simmer under a medium heat until the yolks start to lose a bit of their color and whiten at the edges. I like my shakshuka yolk a little runny, but how runny is up to you, Effendi. But do not overcook it.
That's yucky and boring.
Once cooked, put the pot on the table and serve for brunch. Now listen, the Jews have Sabbath, which gives the whole thing time for the flavors to blend. So give it a day or two before you make the eggs.
Please, 2 final notes. 1. Does not add black pepper to salad quit. You may add pepper to your shakshuka egg, if you insist. 2nd note. No onions are used in this recipe. No onions.
Peace.
If I could eat David Abitbol's mother's shakshuka every Friday. Wallach, for that I'd give them that stupid wall.